Hi, I'm John Persinos, Editorial Director of Investing Daily. Welcome to my video presentation for Thursday, December 10. I find it invaluable to occasionally take a step back from the daily noise and reflect on the long view. The questions and comments that I receive via email help me in this regard. Through your feedback, I'm able to keep my editorial coverage relevant to your actual needs. It doesn't do you much good when analysts operate according to preconceived notions of what they think you need. So, let's see what's on your minds these days. My answers should prove useful for investors of all types and experience. Question number 1. I appreciate your unbiased view on investing in mind over markets. I love your references to classic rock music, Woodstock, etc. I would like to know what your current allocations are for stocks, hedges, bonds, and cash, since you are more bullish on the stock market heading into 2021. Ricky K. Well, Ricky, I'm glad you enjoy my cultural references, which tend to reflect my baby boomer status. As for recommended allocations, you're right to be concerned about this topic. According to financial industry studies, up to 75% of portfolio performance is related to asset allocation. Our flagship publication, Personal Finance, recommends the following portfolio allocations under current conditions. Take a look at the pie chart. These allocations are a general rule of thumb and should be tweaked according to your risk tolerance. Stage of life is an important factor as well. In your stock sleeve, emphasize safe havens such as the utility sector. This low beta sector tends to be recession resistant and stable during crises. As for bonds, remain wary of long-term bonds where you'd be locking in today's low rates for extended periods of time. However, short-term or intermediate-term bonds and bond funds with lower yields than long-term bonds reduce the risk of losses. About 5 to 10% of your hedges sleeve should include precious metals such as gold. The price of gold has soared in recent months, but I think it has further to run. The yellow metal is a classic hedge during uncertainty. Our investment team has pinpointed a small-cap gold miner that's poised to skyrocket. Gold should pay off handsomely in the coming months. For our gold mining pick, consult the article that accompanies this video. Question number 2. Do you foresee a Santa Claus rally this month? Jerry B. It's entirely likely, Jerry. Bolstering the bull case are robust holiday sales so far. This year's Thanksgiving weekend smashed online shopping records. According to Adobe Digital Insights, total e-commerce sales over the entire Thanksgiving weekend reached $34.4 billion, with Cyber Monday alone comprising $10.8 billion of the total. This year's Cyber Monday was the biggest online shopping day in U.S. history. Much depends on fiscal stimulus. If we get coronavirus relief legislation, stocks should soar. Other factors in place for a Santa rally include low interest rates, loose monetary policy, the emergence of vaccines, and pent-up consumer demand. However, if Congress remains gridlocked, millions of Americans will find themselves destitute, and the high-flying stock market could fall. Question number 3. The U.S. House passed a major marijuana bill last week. How significant is the legislation for investors? Robert J. Robert, it's extremely important. In a landmark move, the U.S. House last week passed with overwhelming bipartisan support the Marijuana Opportunity Reinvestment and Expungement MORE Act. The legislation, H.R. 3884, would remove cannabis from the Federal Controlled Substances Act, expunge past marijuana-related convictions, and require certain criminal cases to be resentenced. The Democratic-controlled-led House is marijuana-friendly, but the same can't be said for the GOP-controlled Senate. MORE faces a tougher road in the Senate, but if the Democrats gain control of the chamber after the January 5 Georgia runoff elections, passage of MORE will be assured. The legalization of marijuana on the federal level would open new markets for marijuana companies and pave the way for massive investment profits. You should invest in the booming marijuana sector before the lifting of the federal ban. Keep an eye on the marijuana stock recommendations made by our investing team. Well, that does it for now. Keep those emails coming. You can reach me at mailbag@investingdaily.com. I'm John Persinos. Thanks for watching.